Elite Facts presents
10 ways to deal and avoid with your kids' tantrums.
10.
Remind yourself that it's your job to teach your child. You've got to lead by example because your kids look up to you before anybody else. Your children can't handle these strong emotions yet, and it's our job to help them learn how to do that. Just keep in mind though that your kids are testing you. They truly want you to win this particular test. I know it's difficult to believe, but it is true. On the surface, your child really wants you to give in, but on another level, he or she wants to see that there's strong enough parents in the room. Kids want to know that their parents are sturdy, strong, and reliable, and the people who mean what they say. They don't want parents who are going to fall apart. They need us to stay anchored so they won't drown.
9.
Try to avoid your child's triggers if you can. Now this one is more about avoiding potential tantrums from taking place. Definitely try to avoid triggers that might set them off. If your children are old enough, you can definitely teach them how to observe themselves. Do this by pointing out what you see happening. For example, you could say something along the lines of, "I know when you come home from school and you've had a bad day. I can tell because you tend to take it out on your little brother. Is there any other way you can unwind without picking a fight?" Your child might say, "Well, I could spend more time in my room and play video games instead." Your goal with your child here is to try some new things to avoid whatever triggers them, and teach them how to see what sets them off in the process.
8.
Get yourself under control first. Now let's say your child has went on quite a tangent in the middle of a store and you're not prepared for it. The first order of business is to focus on yourself and get yourself under control. Put the effort there first. Take a walk around the house or the store, count to 100, take your very own time out, or even call a friend. Do whatever you can to get yourself under control. But again, try not to lose your temper. We'll get into that a bit later.
7.
Do not give in to your child's request. If you do this, you've lost it, and because of this, your child will think they can get away with anything and everything. If you give in to your child's request when they're having an outburst, it's only going to set the chain reaction in which more tantrums are going to happen. In effect, you've taught your child that the best way to get what they want is to scream, yell, and be out of control.
6.
Ignore them. Being stubborn and ignoring them is actually quite an effective method when it comes to dealing with their temper tantrums. During a tantrum, your child is literally out of their mind. Their emotions take over, overriding the frontal cortex of the brain, the area that makes the decisions and judgment. That's why reasoning doesn't help. The reasoning part of the brain isn't working. Once you're in a situation where someone is drowning, you can teach them to swim, and it's the same with tantrums. There's nothing to do in the moment that will make things better. In fact, almost anything you try will make it worse. Once they chill out, then you can talk.
5.
Get out of there. This one only mainly applies to things such as toy aisles and shops and confectionery sections. Getting kids away from the scene of a tantrum can almost instantly snap them out of it. Sure, they'll be annoyed during the car ride home, but they'll see it as a defeat rather than a reason to continue fighting.
4.
The quiet spot. This one's a classic which still works like a charm. However, there's two different versions of the quiet spot. One of them is the also classic punishment spot, where you force your child to sit there and think about what they've done. Then there's the comfort spot, where you send your child somewhere comfortable to them so they can calm down. Both of these methods work surprisingly well.
3.
Avoid shouting. It's understandable why you'd start shouting when you're overtired and dealing with challenging behaviour. Logic can often go out the window. However, shouting is only teaching your kids that it's better to shout if you want to get your own way. The more you shout at them, the more mannerisms they'll pick up from you, thus making future tantrums and arguments even more challenging.
2.
Distract them. This surprisingly works more than you'd think. A young child's attention is incredibly easy to divert. When you start sensing signs of a tantrum, whether it's the way they talk or the way they've been acting, distract them by doing something that they like offer to take them out to the park or offer to take them out for a meal or whatever it is they like doing. Another good way to distract them is by using humour, although it does depend on their age.
1.
Talk it out. Okay, yeah, we know this one's a little bit of a no-brainer. However, talking things out can go a long way. Building that sense of trust with your child by appealing to their feelings and offering advice can really work wonders. Sometimes it's the little things that can make the biggest difference. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Let us know in the comments section below. Please remember to subscribe and tap the bell button to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more Elite Facts.